Private, this is Invasion representing Dragon Age Origins. Let's get this going.
My lords and ladies of the Landsmeet, Tyrn Loghain would have us give up our freedoms, our traditions, out of fear. He placed us on this path, yet we should place our destiny in his hands? Must we sacrifice everything good about our nation to save it?
A fine performance, Aemon. But no one here is taken in by it. You would attempt to put a puppet on the throne, and every soul here knows it. The better question is who will pull the strings. Ah! Here we have the puppeteer. Tell us, Warden, how will the Orlesians take our nation from us? Will they deign to send their troops, or simply issue their commands through this would-be prince? Where is the famous steadfastness of the dwarves? How much did it cost the Empress to buy your loyalty?
The Blight is the threat here, not Orlais.
There are enough refugees in Mybanor now to make that abundantly clear.
The South is fallen, Loghain. Will you let Darkspawn take the whole country for fear of Orlais?
The Blight is indeed real, Wolf. But do we need Grey Wardens to fight it? They claim that they alone can end the Blight, yet they failed spectacularly against the Darkspawn at Ostagar. And they asked to bring with them 4 legions of Chevaliers. And once we open our borders to the Chevaliers, and we really expect them to simply return from whence they came?
You allowed Randon Howe to imprison and torture innocents.
The Warden speaks truly. My son was taken under cover of night. The things done to him, some of them are beyond any healer's skill.
Howe was responsible for himself. He will answer to the Maker for any wrongs committed in this life, as must we all. But you know that. You were the one who murdered him. Whatever Howe may have done, he should have been brought before the Seneschal. There is no justice in butchering a man in his home.
Is there justice in selling slaves to Tevinter?
Selling elves? Explain this, Loghain.
This is war. Did you believe it would be like the old tales? Knights with pennants flying over battlefields where all outcomes are decided simply and with honor? War is cruel. Every soul who fought alongside Marek knows this. And in it, there are no such things as innocence, only the living and the dead, and the degrees of guilt both bear. Sacrifices were made. If they were too great, the Maker will judge me for it. But enough of this. I have a question for you, Warden. What have you done with my daughter?
What I've done? What have I done? I've protected her from you.
You took my daughter, our queen, by force, killing her guards in the process. What arts have you employed to keep her? Does she even still live?
I believe I can speak for myself. Lords and ladies of Ferelden, hear me. My father is no longer the man you know. This man is not the hero of Riverdane. This man turned his troops aside and refused to protect your king as he fought bravely against the Darkspawn. This man seized Kaelin's throne before his body was cold and locked me away so I could not reveal his treachery. I would have already been killed, if not for this Grey Warden.
The Queen speaks the truth.
So, the Warden's influence has poisoned even your mind, Anora. I wanted to protect you from this. My lords and ladies! Our land has been threatened before! It's been invaded and lost and won times beyond counting. We Fereldans have proven that we will never truly be conquered so long as we are united. We must not let ourselves be divided now. Stand with me, and we shall defeat even the Blight itself!
The Warden. I'm with the Warden. Southreach stands with the Grey Wardens.
The Warden helped me personally in a family matter.
Waking Sea stands with the Grey Warden.
Dragon's Peak supports the Warden.
The Western Hills throw their lot in with the Wardens. Make her help us.
I stand by Loghain. We've no hope of victory otherwise.
I stand with the Warden. The Blight is coming. We need the Grey Wardens.
The Landsmeet is against you, Loghain. Step down gracefully.
Traitors! Which of you stood against the Orlesian Emperor when his troops flattened your fields and raped your wives? You fought with us once, Eamon. You cared about this land once. Before you got too old and fat and content to even see what you risk. None of you deserve a say in what happens here. None of you have spilled blood for this land the way I have. How dare you judge me?
Call off your men and we'll settle this honorably.
Then, let us end this. I suppose we both knew it would come to this. When we first met at Ostagar, I would never have thought so, but Ostagar seems like it happened in another lifetime to someone else. A man is made by the quality of his enemies. Marek told me that once. I wonder if it's more a compliment to you or me. Enough! Let the Landsmeet declare the terms of the duel.
It shall be fought according to tradition. A test of arms, in single combat until one party yields. And we, who are assembled, will abide by the outcome.
Will you face me yourself, or have you a champion?
Oregon will be my champion.
Oh, I shall I? 'Tis so kind of you to volunteer me.
Then prepare your champion and let us see an end to this.
Ouch. I don't know if that was wise, but I think it could be. Possibly. Perhaps. Maybe. Maybe not.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
As you wish. You do it.
For the honor of Elders.
Wonderful.
I'm Marek and the Maker. Well done.
Run while you can. I shall do it.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Crossbow mode is good.
Your champion has won. I concede.
You'll die for what you've done.
Wait, there is another option. The Teyrn is a warrior and general of renown. Let him be of use. Let him go through the joining.
You want to make him a warden? Why?
There are 3 of us in all of Ferelden, and there are compelling reasons to have as many wardens on hand as possible to deal with the Archdemon.
The joining itself is often fatal, is it not? If he survives, you gain a general. If not, you have your revenge. Doesn't that satisfy you?
Absolutely not! Riordan, this man abandoned our brothers and then blamed us for the deed. He hunted us down like animals. He tortured you! How can we simply forget that?
No, Loghain has to die for his crimes.
You can't do this. My father may have been wrong, but he is still a hero to the people.
Anora. Hush. It's over.
Stop treating me like a child. This is serious.
Daughters never grow up, Anora. They remain 6 years old with pigtails and skinned knees, forever.
Father.
Just make it quick, Warden. I can face the Maker knowing that Ferelden is in your hands.
Alistair, you should be the one to do this.
I will. I owe that to Duncan.
So it is decided. Alistair will take his father's throne.
Wait, what? No! When did this get decided? Nobody's decided that. Have they?
He refuses the throne. Everyone here has heard him. I think it's clear then. He abdicates in favor of me.
I hardly think you're the appropriate person to mediate this, Anora. Warden, will you help us?
Yes, I can settle this.
As the arbiter of this dispute, what is your decision? Who will lead Ferelden?
Queen Anora.
Thank you, Warden. You were wise not to disrupt Ferelden's governance any further in a time of such crisis. My first act as Queen must be to insist on receiving Alistair's oath before all the Landsmeet, to relinquish all claim to the throne for himself and his heirs.
Oh, I never wanted it. I mean, yes, of course. Happily, in fact.
And now, lords and ladies of Ferelden, there is still a blight to defeat and armies to gather, and I appoint this woman to lead us in both. We will not allow this land be further threatened by the archdemon. Gather your forces and await the Warden's command. On the morrow, we shall begin our struggle against the greatest threat Ferelden has ever faced. And we shall triumph over it, for we are Ferelden.
Oh well.
So it's done. My father is dead. I never thought he would go so far. I never thought it would end like it did. Such a waste.
I'm sorry, I wish it could have been otherwise.
It could have been. But what is done is done. My father had no illusions about the consequences of his actions, and neither do I. Arl Eamon has left for Redcliffe, and tells me that our armies have almost fully gathered there. I will be heading there myself. Bring your companions, and join us at Redcliffe Castle as soon as you are able. You have united Ferelden, Warden. Now we face the Blight.
Oh well, I think that was the one where I can't go back to Redcliffe. Probably not without triggering the, you know, the end of it all. I'll get out into the Nerim.
It is begun.
And
Yes.
Indeed. Yes.
see if Slim Couldry is there. Okay, wait a second. Let's see if Slim Couldry is there. Yes!
I'm here to atone. I did you bad with that last tip. It can't end like that. Those noble ponces won't have the last laugh, eh? You game for one last heist?
How much for this tip?
Nothing. You may not make much either. It's the principle, really.
This better go down better than last time.
No bloody trap this time. I'd stake my life on it and... well, yours too. We're stealing the tears of Andraste. You care about the history. Don't know how much of a chantry-going folk you are.
Tell me about the tears.
There aren't many things as holy as the tears of Andraste. Legend has it, before the Maker spoke to Andraste, she despaired at the fate of her fellows. Her husband, Mafarath, before he became a right bastard, would come to console her. She would tell him of her despair, and she'd always shed a single tear. Every night, he captured each tear in a vial.
Go on.
A full 30 nights that went on. Mafarath was worried sick. On the 30th night, the vial was full, and when dawn came, that's when Andraste saw her first vision of the Maker. Some of that story isn't in the Chant of Light, but it's been passed on for ages. Everyone agrees that the tears are a holy relic.
So who has it now?
Ban Frandarel's father secretly acquired the genuine tears of Andraste decades ago, and his son still has them locked up tight. The same Frandarel that baited that trap. So I propose you go to his real vault and rob him blind. Afterwards, I'll see that the tears of Andraste are given to the Chantry.
I'm in. How do I get in?
We've tried under, now we can give over a go. The rooftops are dense enough that you can jump to the top of the estate. Then you can go in through the chimney. Head towards the vault area from the last job. Right before it, there's a wine cellar that's got a secret door. Go through it and find the real vault. That's all I know. I'll be waiting for you here.
I'll try the same tactic again as before, but I will go to camp before I do that. Yes. I'll go to camp before that and make a dangerous save. And level. Everyone probably. Hang on, where's my book? My notes. I may not even do this now. I may not get to doing it now. Alright, character. Level up. Okay, nothing here. What do we have here? Cryptogast Feign Death. I don't need that. Defensive fire. Master Archer. What? I already have that. Why didn't I scratch it off in my list? Let's do that then. What is that then? Device mastery. That's just only next that I have. Or then one after. Interesting enough. Okay, let's go on. Anyone else? Me, Alistair not, Morgan, win magic and willpower. What do I give you? Oh, it doesn't matter. This. I want to go into the fuck. I'll just not reach it probably. I'm gonna win Zevran. Zevran, how do I level you? For crying out loud. Got that in my notes too, I think. Yes, I do. Dexterity and cunning. Not. Actually, cunning is not something I really need that much on you, do I? I need that. Or I want that really? Really? I don't want Feign Death. Dual weapon finesse is what I want. Keen defense sounds good too. That does sound good. I don't have in my... Oh, well. else. Everyone almost. Not that it really matters because I'm not using her anyway. Inventory. Nothing too exciting. Privilege. Five willpower. 10 fire resistance, 10 cold resistance. What does Win have? Willpower, 2 magic, 6 defense.
Ah, I have. The Earl has kindly offered my son and I lodgings in exchange for supply. I'm sure you'll be pleased.
But I did. Now it's too late anyway. I don't need bolts either. Or that. Spirit wood. What for? Oh, and I have these gifts. Stan isn't full.
You have my thanks. You have my thanks. Unwise. Unwise.
No? Just you?
How dear of...
Okay. Okay, let me make a danger save. And try to break in there. If I still have time. Oh, 2 minutes. Well, doesn't matter. My timer's off anyway. Yes, a run.
Yes.
Again, I'll leave him back there at the entrance and see how far I get along.
Sometimes silence is best.
Still it is.
I don't know how well that goes.
Look there, a cunning trap.
I shouldn't get into combat at all, actually.
Four enemies ahead.
Damn.
The trap.
Well, perhaps it works.
Look there, a cunning trap. It's a trap.
Get me a drink, they say. I'll get him a drink. Not like the band hired me to cater.
Look there, a cunning trap.
I think that is only in Dragon Age 2 that the enemies actually that the companions actually follow you anyway, even if you set them on hold. I don't think in Origins they start following you at all.
It's a trap. Look there, a cunning trap.
All right. They are completely blind. Interesting. That's where I was. Or not. Might just be.
Someone sniffing around. So he closed the whole wing down for a week, he did. And he moved all the...
Ah, yeah.
It's a trap. Look there, a cunning trap. It's a trap. Look there, a cunning trap. It's a trap.
I have a feeling that these golems would come alive were I to step on the traps. And here we have them. And bye. That's how you do that. That wasn't much longer than 2 minutes, I suppose.
You did it. You really did it. Tomorrow, everyone will be talking about this. Ban Frandero will be humiliated. Can I have the tears? I've arranged an anonymous delivery to the Chantry.
Here you go. It better make it there safely.
It will, Warden. It's been an honor. I wonder if history will ever know the full story of what we've done. Good luck.
Well.
Good luck in Frandero's estate, Warden.
Okay.
This is the big one.
Alright, I will save now because the next thing, our next stop will be, I go to camp. Our next stop will be, obviously, what do you call it? Here we go, Redcliffe. And that's pretty much then the end of it. The end game. We are done, almost. And then Awakening and then Witch Hunt. Which I've never done before, so you will see me playing blind. I know a bit about the story, but I don't know what I'll face exactly. This was Salvation Dragon Age Origins. Bovite.